Hey guys, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights, and welcome to my channel. So it's been a while since I've seen you guys. I decided to change my place where I film for today. I just didn't feel like being upstairs, and the sun is on that side of the house, and it's kind of warm today. It's really, really warm. I'm actually sweating bullets right now. But anyways, today I want to talk about a new release fragrance that I finally got a chance to test. I have a little sample here. So the fragrance here is a flanker of one of my most favorite designer perfumes for women. It's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Love is Love. So I talked about this in one of my new release fragrance videos. And you know what? Let me just get this on a test on my skin here. I've had this for over a week now, and I've been testing it. Okay. So first I'll tell you what I think it smells like on my skin, and then I'll tell you if I like it or not. So Love is Love has the original light blue DNA in it for sure, but it's not as sparkling. I find the original to be sparkling and fresh and lemony and zesty. I find also the Italian Zest flanker has that same fresh brightness, zestiness. Love is Love. I kind of smell both of these fragrances in this fragrance, but instead of the lemon being the most prominent fruit, in this version it's the raspberry that is the most prominent. And I think raspberry is kind of like a trendy note right now. It's quite popular. It was in So Scandal, it was in Angel Nova, and now Love is Love. So on my skin, in the opening, it smells like a raspberry cream. At the top, being the most noticeable, and then you have this creamy lemon behind it. And then you have that very familiar woody, musky, signature light blue DNA. That's the opening. You can also picture raspberry jujubes, you know, the chewy candy. Picture those on top of a big bowl of whipped cream. And then there's like a lemon zest garnish on top of that. The raspberries are tart and sweet. There are ice cream notes in here, which is why I was most excited for this fragrance, because I saw the ice cream notes and I love my gourmands. But on my skin, it doesn't really smell like an ice cream, unfortunately, because when I think of ice cream, I'm thinking of something cooling and cold and refreshing, just that cold taste in your mouth. Not with this one. On this one, with this fragrance, it's actually quite a warm creaminess, which is the opposite of what I was expecting. I was expecting this to be, you know, a fresh, summery thing, but it's more like a warm, creamy raspberry whipped cream scent. So as this fragrance dries down, the sweetness in here sometimes on my skin feels like it's a little bit, I hate to say it, like a plasticky sweetness, almost like a plastic doll head type of thing, which I was not expecting whatsoever. For all of the flankers and the original of Light Blue, I've never ever gotten this plasticky, almost chemical sweetness. I've never gotten it up until now. And it's not like overly plastically, but it kind of like comes in and out. Sometimes I smell it and I get this plasticky sweetness, plasticky vanilla. And then other times I don't detect it at all. So it's kind of like a peekaboo kind of note, I guess. And all in all, I think this fragrance is nice. I am a little disappointed, I'll be honest, because you know, I was expecting it to smell like a very ice creamy raspberry gourmand. And although I do get the raspberry and the creaminess, I don't really get that happy ice cream note that I was expecting. And I said happy because ice cream makes me happy, just naturally. It's not as realistic as I wanted it to be. Like, I wanted to be like a literal gourmand, but these were just my own expectations. But I didn't really get that. It wasn't a photorealistic raspberry ice cream, unfortunately. Also, on my skin, it feels quite flat. It's hard to explain how it feels, but just for me, when I was wearing it the whole time, it just felt like it was flat. Like it wasn't really doing anything. It felt flat and subdued. And maybe for some people that wouldn't bother, but for some people it wouldn't bother them. For me, but it just felt like a big slab of something on my skin, and it just didn't feel right. I guess this is one of the flankers that I'm actually kind of disappointed in, and I don't think it smells bad at all. The smell itself, like the warm, creamy raspberry whipped cream thing with the lemon and the creamy lemon and the DNA of the light blue. It smells nice, but I guess I was just expecting more, and it didn't really meet my expectations. So, in the way dry down of this fragrance, the sweetness does die down on my skin, and then I'm left with pretty much the dry down of the original light blue, which is nice. This fragrance is nice, but that's all. It's not, for me, it's not like fantastic. It doesn't convince me to want to buy it right now, even though it's, because of that ice cream note, I was almost, I was tempted to blind buy this, because I do love the Dolce & Gabbana line, but just based on, my few wearings of this as the first impressions, I'm not going to be running out to get this. I'm very satisfied enough with my Italian zest, and I have like decants of the O Intense and stuff like that. And of course I love the original, so yeah, I'm not going to be like running out to get this. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts on this fragrance. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Love is Love. It's going to be a pass for me, but I would recommend you to try it to see on your skin to see if you like it, of course. That goes for every single fragrance I review. And maybe you'll have better luck with it. Maybe you'll actually get those ice cream notes that I was anticipating. But yeah, that's it for me today. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.